Have the interwebs fired up. It looks like we are live, folks. Welcome to Gamcast for Friday evening. Gamcast, the Georgia lawyer that breaks down the news of the day through the lens of the law, history, and the Constitution. We got some good election integrity news out there today. Breaking news, actually. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court, a little surprising here because it's a 5-2, 5 Democrats, 2 Republicans on that court. They ruled today 4-2. Overruling the lower court that had said that misdated and undated ballots could be counted. They have reversed it. They cannot be counted. And if you pull up the opinion, which I have here on Twitter, you will see it is a per curiam opinion. Now, what that means, folks, is per curiam, it means by the four who wrote it. In their view, there was nothing really to discuss here. Per curiam is, this is so basic, we're just going to issue a one-page opinion as to why this is wrong. If you dig into it, they said the court didn't have standing because it didn't join all necessary parties, which would have been all the county employees that needed to cover it. And basically, folks, it's just a smackdown of fascism and shows that some Democrats are not willing to go too far. But I've been wanting to cover this topic for a while, and this is a perfect intro for me to do it. There are a lot of perils with mail-in voting, folks. And I'm not talking about the F word. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking there's a lot of perils out there. And so a lot of people are doing mail-in voting, okay, which is different from absentee. I've talked about that before. But I want to alert you to this. The National Association of Letter Carriers, that would be the post office union, right, have announced that 2 days ago, or yesterday rather, they announced they're supporting Kamala Harris. So you might want to be careful if you're mailing your vote in and you have a MAGA sign in your yard. Right. And folks, I can just tell you, people know by neighborhood how you're going to vote. It's not that complicated. And I want to show you one more thing. I looked up my own registration in Georgia, and this is me. You can go to this is the Georgia website, and I want you to show you all this stuff you find. This is public information. Okay. I didn't have to put in any information that I couldn't have found about anyone else, right? It shows you right here. This is where I'm supposed to vote. That is correct. If you scroll down, folks, it won't tell you how I voted, but it will tell you that I voted in the 2022 runoff. I voted in the 2022. I voted in the runoff in 20, and I voted in the presidential election runoff and in the general. You see that. All of those are on there, and I did vote. Now, it misses some because I used to vote in Florida a few years ago. I was a Florida resident. But I want you to understand, folks, they can tell if you're registered to a party, who that party is, and if you voted. Can't tell who you voted for, but they can tell if you voted. And you can use your own imagination as to what you could do with that information if you had a ballot. Say, if you were able to keep counting ballots days after the election, and you go up and you look, oh, here's this person, Great American Male, registered. He's voted. He didn't vote this year. All of a sudden, how are you going to show that that ballot didn't come in some other way, folks? Anyway, so the point of the story here is if you're going to use mail-in voting, be careful and check to see if your vote actually got counted. Anyway, if you enjoyed this material, if you would, subscribe, please. Like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Sharing is caring, folks. And if you do that, you will see me on the next one.